Today, I am talking about helium. Helium is the chemical element of atomic number 2, an inert gas with the lightest member of the noble gas series. Helium is an unusual element. It was discovered over 100 years ago by Pierre Janssen, also known as Pierre and Jules Caesar Janssen. While traveling to India, Janssen traveled through Italy and climbed up Mount Vesuvius. He was measuring the solar spectrum during a total eclipse and observed a new yellow line, which would indicate a new element. He assumed it had to have been a metal. That being the case, he came to the conclusion of naming it helium. Non-sponsored.
Helium has no distinctive physical features. It is colorless, odorless, and insipid flavorless, along with having no distinctive physical properties. It is also the least soluble in water. Than any other gases ever, helium might seem toxic based on what it does to our voices. It is still considered a non-toxic gas. In spite of the fact that it is non-toxic, only a few breaths off this gas can cause you to pass out. Nevertheless, it wouldn't be the helium that causes harm, but the fall from passing out. Generally speaking, helium does not cause lasting harm to the human body, thus being non-toxic. Some common compounds include disodium halide. Disodium halide is a homogeneous mixture of helium and sodium. What the sodium does is it stabilizes the helium at very high pressures, which then push electrons off the sodium atoms to form pairs. This leads to an imbalanced scenario, with 2 positively charged ions for every negatively charged electron pair. A situation happens, making helium go on to stabilize. Helium is lighter than air. Thus is what is used in balloons. Some common uses of helium include eye surgery. For example, helium is a big factor for LASIK eye surgery because it contains helium's neon lasers, which help reshape the cornea. Another common use for helium is MRIs. MRIs require helium to be liquefied, which cools down the superconducting magnets within the MRI scanner, which generates images of the human body. And obviously, people put helium gas in balloons to make it float for birthday parties, weddings, or just for fun in general. Some interesting stuff about helium is that it is the most stable element ever. Another fact is that it becomes liquid at a temperature near absolute zero, which is normally when most substances are already solid. In addition, helium takes up of 24% of the universe. On that account, helium is probably the most fascinating element in the world because it does not look, smell, or taste like anything, and it is the most stable gas ever.